New Pokemon, new typing, new villains, new basically everything. Korokoro just dropped its last bomb, its final news leak before the release of Pokemon X and Y, so there's a ton of stuff for us to cover. Let's get into it. First up is the first evolutions to the starter Pokemon, something we've been waiting for a long time. To be honest, I'm not crazy about all of them. Not only are some of the designs kind of weird, but we also don't get any new typing information. Pure grass, pure water, pure fire, so it's all speculation at this point, but it is nice to see something. Chespin's evolution just looks like he put on a lot of weight. Fennekin's evolution kind of just bothers me, in that it goes from having 4 legs to 2 in some sort of anamorphic state. Just looks extremely strange. I get that they're trying to get away from making a second Firefox just like Ninetales, but we'll have to see where this goes. The tail kind of looks like a broom, so maybe some witch thing will come into play. Maybe it will finally make sense that this will be a fire and psychic evolution. Some people are afraid now that this thing has 2 feet, it's going to be another firefighting. Game Freak's trolled us all. As far as the water evolution to Froakie, I think he's cool. Looks pretty chill. Nothing over the top. But then again, Stage 1 evolutions never really are. You gotta wait until you see the Stage 2 evolution to really figure out what's going on. Speaking of new stages, 2 Mega Evolutions were also released. A new form for Mewtwo and Mega Garchomp. So this new Mega form for Mewtwo, I guess, is Mega Mewtwo X. The one that we previously saw was Mega Mewtwo Y. And I think I like this one a bit better than the Y version. Just seems to maintain that same ruthless appearance that Mewtwo normally had. You sort of get it. One of them sort of resembles a Y, this one sort of resembles an X. But it definitely looks a lot tougher. It's got these kind of cool, angular, purple shoulder blades, ridges across its arm. It mostly resembles Mewtwo. It's not doing too much to look super different from it, like the Y version does, and I think that's why I like it a little bit better. Same deal goes for Mega Garchomp. He's not my favorite of the Megas, just because he's not really changing that much. He just looks like he's got a couple of add-ons here or there. He's got a few more spikes on his chest, angular jaw, and he looks like he has straight-up scythes for arms now. Now, I like Garchomp's design. I don't know if this Mega version improves on it slightly. Maybe it just needs long hair. Maybe that's what all Mega Evolutions need. As for some completely new Pokemon, first up is a Psychic-type cat Pokemon that looks completely different whether it's male or female, and will apparently have completely different movesets whether it's male or female as well. The male having a more aggressive move pool, while the female having a more supportive move pool. It's very interesting to see such a different design, and also such a different pool of moves, and I'm hoping Pokemon does more different form things like this in the future. Next up is the normal-type white dog Pokemon that many clever fans found in the Nintendo Direct trailer in just a split second by dissecting the footage. This Pokemon's just normal-type. Fairly interesting, though, is that you can change its appearance by giving it a haircut. So I don't know how many other Pokemon are going to have this feature, but it's kind of cool that you can actually get a haircut in the Pokemon games, not just to raise happiness, but actually to cut its hair. And last but not least are 2 fossil Pokemon. A Dragon and Rock T-Rex Pokemon who, let's face it, we've been waiting for since Generation 1. When you think of fossils, what do you think of? Dinosaurs. When you think of dinosaurs, what do you think of? T-Rex. Made it happen. Thank you, Pokemon. It has been too long. And secondly, resembling a mix between My Little Pony and an Apatosaurus, is this guy, Rock and Ice. Once again, these are all Japanese names. I'm not even going to try and pronounce them. I'll just wait till we get the English ones. Either way, very excited to see fossil dinosaurs come into play. Sorry, Tropius. No one likes you, apparently, but pretty cool. Beyond Pokemon, one of the major additions to these news are a few changes in the type pairings. We finally got the official type pairings for Fairy, which are as follows. Super effective against Fighting, Dark, and Dragon. Weak to Steel and Poison. It resists Fighting, Dark, and Bug. And is not very effective against Steel, Fire, and Poison. And is immune to Dragon. The only other major change to the typings is the Steel type, which loses its resistance to Ghost and Dark types at the same time, while also gaining an inherent strength against Fairy types. It's very interesting to see this, because Pokemon rarely changes the type matchup formula, so it'll be interesting to see how this new change affects Steel in the metagame as well. Also revealed is a little bit more information on the game's evil team, Team Flare. We get to see 5 of their main scientists, along with their goal to make a more beautiful world. While still very generic, I'm really interested to see exactly how this plays out. As many of you know, my favorite team was Team Plasma and the pairing of N. Thought it was a really, really great dynamic, great story, And I'm really hoping that this 6th generation can match up to that in some way. Whether or not creating a beautiful world can do that or not, we'll have to wait and see. In some news that I'm sure is going to make just about every Pokemon trainer happy, you'll be able to customize your appearance at a salon, down from your hair to your clothes. Now, the only question I asked at the X and Y developer meetup was whether or not you would be able to customize your avatar, and Junichi Masuda seemed to confirm this, saying that you'll be able to change your appearance so that you look unique on the PSS. Now we know the way it's going to happen, and I'm very excited. We've wanted custom avatars for years and years and years, and now we finally got them. And finally, in the poster for the X and Y anime, Ash is seen alongside Clement and the generic female avatar for the upcoming X and Y games. So perhaps those are his traveling companions? I'd definitely be happy with that. I don't know about you guys, but I was always a little bit disappointed by Iris following Ash around instead of the generic player character like they did with May and Dawn, but maybe we will come back to the original formula with this new female avatar, player, character. I don't know, whatever you want to call her. Either way, so much news. Don't know if I can dissolve it all just yet, but I thought I'd throw it out to you guys and ask you, what is your opinion? Do you like these new Pokemon, new evolutions, new Mega Evolutions, new Team Flare designs, changes to the types? There's just so many changes, just can't handle them all. Either way, very excited for Pokemon X and Y, which is officially now just a month away, and I just can't wait to get my hands on the games. When they do, I will be dedicating a full month to X and Y. It's sure to be a blast, and you guys will get more news about that as we get closer to launch. Either way, you can click here to subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more news announcements or new videos about all things Pokemon, and I hope you have a nice day handling this news.